During the course of the investigation, detectives discovered that Garrett had taken out a $1.1 million insurance policy and named Nicole, his new wife, as beneficiary. That's not unusual. But what was interesting was that Nicole kept going to the detectives and saying, I can't get this money until you all tell the insurance company that I am not a suspect. And she kept doing that to the detectives. And that really troubled some of the officers, and it made them look even more into Nicole as a possible suspect.
A lot of time we're investigating the murder of a victim. We will go to their funeral to see who shows up, because a lot of the time the suspect will attend the funeral.
And they're paying attention to who's looking left, who's looking right, who has nervous energy, who is a little bit on edge and suspicious.
Nicole walked down the aisle of the church with a single rose. What was stunning to me was she was able to stand in front of all of the police and the family and friends of Garrett and give a speech without a tear. And then at the end, she was able to close his casket without.
Her friend Lisa told the cops that Nicole had hired a hit on her husband and had planned to pay for it with his life insurance money. Now, this was all great, but it was strictly hearsay.
That wasn't enough. So what they did was say, we're gonna charge you, the best friend, with being part of this murder, unless you help us. So what did they do? A wire. They put a wire on Nicole's best friend.
All right, everybody. Nicole's friend Lisa was wired up and the trap was set. Now the question is, was Nicole clever enough to smell a rat?
Nicole talked about details of the murder that only a person at the crime scene would know about. That was enough. They bring Nicole in. Nicole thinks, finally, you're gonna release me as a suspect, you're gonna let the insurance company know, so I finally can get this $1.1 million. Well, that's not what happened. They start asking her more and more questions, and they start treating her like a suspect. And Nicole gets frustrated, and she said, I had nothing to do with this. Why do you keep asking me these questions? We've already gone over this numerous times. Well, then, they present her with the wire. They tell her what they heard. At that point, Nicole realizes that she's been found out, and she confesses.
Nicole admitted to us she was involved with a past friend of hers, Hayes Capers Jr., to have Garrett murdered for the insurance money. The insurance policy was $1 million, and Nicole agreed to pay Hayes Capers Jr. $200,000 to murder Garrett.